Hello and welcome to Buffalo Country, a homebrew RPG set in the Oregon Territory in the late 18th century. I'm your GM Thomas, and I will be joined in this prologue by 5 wonderful players. Carissa, playing Bula Aberdeen, a stoic, sharp-eyed young woman wearing a sheriff's badge she may or may not deserve. Drew, playing Mason Brady, a privileged undertaker from a prominent family carrying pride like a weapon. Greta, playing Saoirse McCarthy, a sultry dancer with knives up her garter and a smile as dangerous as her aim. Reed, playing Pickles McCarthy, no relation apparently, a failed prospector with a scruffy beard and a taste for indulgence. And finally, Natane, playing Ghost, aka Coyote, a harmless little dog with a very big secret. You are listening to the prologue in which our adventurers ride upriver towards the town of Gumption. We had some recording issues in this session, so bear with us and enjoy the story. We dial the audio in better through episode 1 and beyond.
The Helen May churns steadily upriver, its broad paddle wheel slicing through the tea-brown current of the Rattlesnake. The air is thick with the smell of steam and river mud, the kind that sticks to your boots and never quite washes out. Forested bluffs of juniper rise and fall to each side, the trees leaning in like eavesdroppers to secrets passed along the river's winding tongue. Somewhere up ahead, not yet visible, but close enough to taste, lies Gumption. The pilot squints through a cloud of pipe smoke, hand steady on the wheel. Another few bends. We'll be getting there tomorrow if the channel ain't silted in. Below decks, the mood is shifted, packs are being checked. Weapons oiled, loaded, or stashed, folks whispering about what they've heard. Gumption's booming, or burning, or both. Last riverboat through never came back, they say. Might be gold, might be bullets, might be worse. The engine coughs. A deckhand rings the bell once, a long, lonely note that echoes off the canyon walls and is swallowed by the trees. Somewhere beyond the next curve, destiny, or something like it, waits. And Gumption, just out of sight, is sharpening its teeth. You are on this boat with a cast of characters, primary among which, and those that there are certainly deckhands, but the folks that you've had most contact with are Billy Gamp, Captain Billy. He is the captain of the steamship, or the riverboat. There are a couple of old prospectors called Goose and Jeremiah, who've been sticking to themselves mostly. Conversing would be generous. It seems as if one of them is talking at the other, for the most part. There is probably the most talkative fellow on the boat is Julius P. Fenwick. He has a pince-nez, pair of glasses. He is very dapper looking, and he is extremely chatty to anyone who wants to ask him about his plans for the future. And then there is a young, shy, kind of librarian looking woman called Prudence, who's coming up from Crescent City to visit her aunt. You managed to squeeze out of her before she ran off to read a book somewhere. These are the characters. And we're going to begin as a little bit after that segment there at dinner. There is a galley kitchen, I guess, in the boat. There's not enough room indoors for like a full dining room, so I think that trestle tables are set out on the deck, and you're being served by a cook, the kind of deckhand who doubles as a cook, who's bringing like various items out. So what kind of food might be served on a 1880s riverboat in the Oregon Territory?
Crawdads.
I was just going to say.
It's going to be some crawdads.
Crawdads and corn.
What is it? Bite the tail, suck the head? Something?
Yeah, it's suck the head, bite the tail.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that's going to catch on.
Yeah. What else might be there? I think there's some weak coffee and some like quite rough cordial as well. No booze.
There's some fruit.
Is there any fruit? Probably not. Yeah, I don't think that would be available.
There might be... No, there's no fruit.
Although...
There might be river berries.
Oh, yes.
What's a river berry?
Well, if we're in Oregon, there's got to be blackberries and raspberries everywhere.
I guess.
They're on the riverside.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I think
Salmon berries?
I think so like you can see beyond the cliffs, like it gets quite dusty. But yeah, I think that it's a kind of green ribbon that goes through. So yeah, certainly there's some berries. Actually, maybe there's something that the chef is calling a cobbler for dessert. There's a lot of promises of cobbler.
It's like hardtack. Sour berries.
And the chef actually, once you engaged him in conversation about this, said that one of the things he's most excited about at Gumption is you can get apples there. So yeah, the folks who are eating at the table, what do you want to say to one another or to any of the people on the boat?
So all we're eating is crawfish and river berries.
Crawfish, corn, there's berry cobbler coming up.
Okay.
Yeah, there's probably some like bread rolls and whatnot.
Is Prudence and what was the other person's name?
You've got Captain Billy seated at the head of the table. You've got Goose and Jeremiah, prospector looking fellas. You've got Julius P. Fenwick and Prudence.
I think I'm sitting in the corner of the table furthest from the other two prospectors, and I'm trying to beg off an extra slice of cobbler from whoever I'm sitting next to. You gonna eat that right there, Miss Lady with the big hair and stuff?
Pickles, you can't remember my name, can ya?
It's just so darn hard to pronounce. It's Sharirshe, I think. Yeah?
Yes, I am gonna eat my cobbler.
All right, well, make sure, let me know if that changes. What about you? Cross the table from me, the dark circles eyes fella.
Yeah, it's not the best thing I've tasted, so if you want to grab on mine...
I'll take that. Yeah, that'd be great.
I'll give you mine. But about a fair trade, what do you have?
Hey, I can promise you the third little nugget of gold I get on my claim over in Gumption.
Oh, just take the damn thing.
Yes, I will.
Whereabouts is the dog?
So I think probably Coyote was left in a room in like the little whatever like wooden contraption she's in, which does not like inhibit her in any way. She's slipped out. And as soon as the cook has gone out to start distributing cobbler, she has slipped into the kitchen, is just eating everything in sight.
Snarfing down crawdads.
Snarfing down crawdads and berries and hardtack, salt.
Nice. Miss, I couldn't help but notice that you have a dog in a cage. Is it very dangerous?
Yeah, you're not gonna want to touch that dog.
Oh, is it rabid?
No, I just don't know. It might be.
You don't know?
Well, I don't want to find out myself either.
I assumed you were responsible for the dog. I've seen you taking turns to feed it. You and your party?
No, yeah, we are responsible for it, but I'm not responsible for what it does to other people.
Oh, I see.
Yes, so best to assume it's rabid.
Is it going to be put down? Although I suppose, why would you take it on a riverboat? Why is it in a cage on a boat?
Well, you want a wild, potentially rabid dog on this boat?
Oh, that's true. I
Well, that's exactly what we were
Well,
thinking.
ask silly questions, get silly answers, I suppose. Nice badge necklace, by the way.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. She kind of tucks it away and slurps down a crawdad. Yep, I find it best not to ask too many questions, because you don't know what kind of answers you're going to get and if you're going to want to hear them.
Oh, that's good advice, huh?
Yeah, well, you've been very open about what you're doing here. Don't you think that's a little irresponsible? Prudence?
Going to see my aunt?
Well, you don't know who might be friends or not friends with your aunt.
Do you think she has enemies?
Well, do you know?
I don't, but she's an old woman.
Well, that means she's had a long time to make friends and enemies.
Oh my. I'm reassessing everything. I didn't know people were enemies with old ladies.
Oh, people can be enemies of any age. See that man over there? The one eating the extra piece of pie?
Is he antagonistic towards old ladies?
He could be.
At this point, dear listeners, we experienced some technical problems, and unfortunately, we lost a section of the scene, the dinner scene on the riverboat. Very sorry about this. We think we've figured it out, and it will not happen again. Fingers crossed. In any case, we will return to our wonderful players as they try and summarize what has been missed. Stay tuned.
So we missed prospectors and pickles.
We did. Some conversations happened.
We missed the throwing star.
They were missed. There was throwing stars. Yeah.
Yeah.
There was bits and pieces. But hey, ladies and gentlemen, it was high drama.
Yeah.
Was.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the things that we missed, sour shay,
Sweet and sour sauce.
sweet and sour sauce with a strong star. And talked to some prospectors, and they said a whole bunch of stuff that it was pretty clear I didn't understand. They said mother load, and I said, yeah, someone's mom is certainly going to find some gold.
Yes, indeed.
Did we get the conversation with me and Julius?
I don't think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dynamic.
He's creating a railroad.
Yeah, Julius P. Fenwick is a railroad man, and I would say Mason seemed quite taken with him.
Yeah, I respect the man who can start a railroad from scratch, but I think I could have done it as well.
There was a lot of handkerchief talk.
Yeah,
How many handkerchiefs do you have?
I have 3 handkerchiefs.
I was staring lustfully at them handkerchiefs.
All right. Next morning, the Helen May slows in the water, and you can. I think this is probably you're up. You're having coffee on the deck. There's maybe some biscuits. Ahead, you see in the river, a smaller boat has struck a rock and is half sunk in the current. You see on the riverbank, there is a man and a child who are waving like at the Helen May. They are shouting, but you can't hear what they're saying. You can see that there's a stack of kind of crates and goods next to them on the bank, and there's a bunch more kind of floating in the river or like stacked against rocks nearby. Clearly there was there was a boat crash, and all of this stuff was thrown overboard. There is, as you take your coffee, an argument on deck about whether the Helen May should stop and try and rescue them. From what you can tell, Julius P. Fenwick is against stopping. Thinks, these fools, well, they got themselves into this mess. They probably invested in the wrong kind of boat. We've got progress to get to. Captain Billy is, as a boatman, typically inclined towards towards rescuing those who have met disaster, but he's concerned about the safety of their own boat in the shallows where the other boat was wrecked. He's also concerned about using up their scarce supplies of coal, holding the boat steady in the current. Goose and Jeremiah are on the fence. Prudence wants to stop and help, although she's not asserting herself extremely strongly in that front. Where do you sit?
Captain, if you stop this boat, I will have your license taken away from you. I paid good money for this ride, and you will not stop it.
Well, I'm kind of on the fence about it, but you make a good point. The passengers of this boat paid a good amount to be ferried up the river in short order. So, I'm afraid perhaps we shouldn't stop. As much as I would like to help those people,
You'd be putting us in danger.
I'm concerned about the shallows and the rocky area. I'm not sure that we'd fare any better than their flatboat did. But I don't know. It's a tough call to make.
But if that was us, I mean, we wouldn't want to just be stranded. Isn't that? I mean, who else is going to come rescue them? Who else is going to come help them?
Well, I say that's true. That's I don't know. I mean, they don't look as if they're in immediate danger. They seem okay there on the bank. I guess we could just tell someone in Gumption, and then maybe they'd come and look after them. in a smaller boat.
And who's to say they're actually in trouble? I've seen this racket before. Pretend like you're in help and then rob them. That's easiest play out here in the middle of nowhere.
It'd be pretty elaborate for them to dump
Sink-
a bunch of valuable things into the river. as
Sink
well.
their own boat.
But who says there's anything in them boxes? Maybe they sunk that boat and now they're trying to catch another one.
Sounds like an opportunity for a size 'em up. Our first roll of this campaign.
Draw.
Yes, our first draw. Quite right.
Who's doing it?
Who wants to size 'em up?
What skill is that again?
Arrows.
I would like to do it.
Okay.
Knight of Vessels.
Oh my gosh, it's
Full
river
success
themed.
and King of Arrows.
Oh my gosh, they're both river
Both
themed.
river themed.
Extremely.
Holy moly.
One of them we have an eel swimming up a river, and the other one we have a kingfisher flying over the river.
Oh, how lovely. So, which questions do you want to ask? You can ask 2 from size 'em up
Wait, what? Why can I ask 2 questions?
because it's a full success.
Why is it a full success?
Because he got a face card.
So these are face cards.
Yes, king and knight.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, I see.
The face on them is that of an eel and a bird.
How does that mean that it's a king and a knight?
Well, it says on the bottom
Oh,
of the
it
card.
says on the bottom.
Yeah. I can just tell it's a very regal looking bird. It's a kingfisher.
It's a kingfisher.
What here is not what it appears to be.
What here is not what it appears to be.
I should maybe ask what is the bigger danger here first, but I'm gonna ask
Yeah.
what here is not what it appears
Yeah, I think that's a good one. So I think you are suspicious about potential scammers and robbers. These people look to be legit. It looks like a farmer and his son. They're waving. As far as you can tell, you can't see any like backup in the bushes.
to be. Sure.
I think the answer I'll give you to that question is like you are, through having had a certain amount of experience on the river, able to like figure out where the nastiest rocks are in the water. So if you chose to share that information, you could help the pilot like get you a lot closer to the bank to pick them up.
Okay. So that was what is the biggest danger here. What here is useful or valuable to me?
Your custom eyes scan over the crates and various bits and pieces of what you pretty quickly established to be their worldly belongings. This is like everything from a homestead has been packed up and put on a boat and headed upriver. So there's quite a lot of, it's not like luxurious stuff, but you can see there's furniture and there is a large amount of lumber. In fact,
Do I see a silk handkerchief anywhere?
no.
Or a soft-looking handkerchief anywhere?
You see a bed, there's a bed, there's a mattress, there's
Wipe your nose with
like feathered duvet. Yeah, you can see like it's like a whole farmhouse has been packed into.
Okay.
So yeah, there's plenty of kind of decently valuable stuff here, particularly the furniture. I think that would be quite expensive in these times.
Sure. Okay. I will revise. Well, actually, I think looking a little bit closer, squinting a little bit, my eyesight's getting pretty bad now that I'm 26. I think it's just father and son out there, but they have some valuable looking stuff, and they are in need. Maybe we could come to some sort of arrangement with them, make it worth your time. Sure.
What kind of profession do you think they're in?
Looks like a farmer. If I had to guess, I see like some hoes and rakes and I don't know other farming equipment in that crate right there.
Who are you addressing that comment to? Sorry.
I was addressing that to Zowie or Shay. Showery or Shay. That's how I'm going to pronounce your name for
All right.
the next 20 episodes.
Yes, I'm with Pickles here. The McCarthys are together.
United as one.
I do think we should take pity on a poor, honest, working farmer and his child on the river and, go gifts made. Did your eyesight doesn't look too bad yet, Pickles? You thought you could see the way to get there.
Yeah, there's a rock just under the surface there. If you kind of block the sun a little bit, you can see that's hiding under the reflection there. Just steer clear of that one.
Well, that's good eyes you got there, old chap. Yeah, I
Squinting really helps.
yeah, I can tell the pilot, and we can move that way if everyone feels okay about this. I don't want to put anybody at risk, but are we?
I mean, at risk. We don't even have any worldly possessions except for ourselves.
Well,
That's pretty valuable.
I mean, can you can you swim? Because I mean, the risk to me is the boat goes down. But I can swim a little. Would you drown if you went in? What about that dog of yours? That's is it still in the cage?
Yeah, that dog will be fine.
Yeah.
Well, all right. Well,
Wait,
I'm not-
is the dog in the cage?
well, you guys.
I'll go check.
No, I'll go check. You do what you want to do
I-
because you're the
actually,
one
yeah.
that decided to do it. I'm
Yeah,
not-
this episode's been suspiciously absent of dogs so far.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Yeah. What's happening with Kaio / Ghost?
Yeah, so she right now is she in a room with like a window at all?
Oh, I think in the cargo hold. So
There's
yeah,
portholes.
Yeah, in the portholes.
and you could get up and
Yeah, and
Okay.
I think she's kind of like looking at the situation and feels really annoyed about it and about stopping. She's gonna prick up her ears and listen. I think Mason is coming to check on me.
sound like it.
Dog.
I just look at you like a nice dog, but then like in your mind, mimicking your own voice. I'm just gonna I've been around you for a while, so I'm just gonna like amplify your frustration in your own voice in your mind. I'm mimicking you. I'm just like, you just hear your own voice say, "They should have listened to me."
Does it strike me as odd?
I don't know. I will say I am specifically picking you because after observation, you are the most obstinate about the supernatural.
I don't think you would. I feel like you'd be like, yeah.
I'm
Like you're
just-
feeling reassured.
I'm just so
Yeah.
pissed that my.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I want you to feel more annoyed, and I want you to feel empowered to maybe put up a bigger fight about not doing this. But there is like, I think the one tone you detect that maybe is like a little strange is urgency.
All right. These dumbasses up top are gonna be pulling some sort of I don't know, trick savior bullshit. Let's go.
Yeah, she just like stands or sits in the cage and is like,
I unlock it.
"Oh, sweet, I help right out."
Now, don't go biting anybody. Don't go. I don't know. What do dogs do?
She's gonna tilt her head, also wondering the same thing. This hasn't happened.
I want to find a rope or something.
Mm-hmm.
Can I look around for a rope?
Oh, certainly. You can find a rope. You're on a
All
boat.
right, I'm gonna tie that around your neck. Kind of drag you along.
She's dragged.
All right. The dogs bark too. Don't do any barking.
Woof.
Hey. All right. One's fine. Just don't do it again.
Yeah, and I think as you come back on deck, the boat is now getting close enough to Helen May that you can start to hear the voices of the folks who are wrecked on the shore, and you hear this. Well, many thanks for coming to rescue us there, buddy. We've met with some pretty bad misfortune, but I guess we still got our boots and our lives, yeah?
Who are they? Who are they talking to?
Just shouting towards the boat. Like,
Oh.
yeah. You're in kind of general conversation with the...
So they're still on their boat though?
No, they're on the bank.
Oh, I see.
So the boat is like wrecked in the shallows in front of them. And they've managed to get some of the gear onto the land, but some of it is still floating. We'd really appreciate a hand from you all, and maybe a lift up the gumption if you could be so kind.
Yeah, you got any spare fuel on that boat that you saved?
Fuel?
Saved up?
I guess probably a little bit of coal. But it would be under the water by now. I don't know whether wet coal can burn.
Well, I'm no boat expert, but I'm guessing no.
I simply don't. I'm a farmer. But look, we could, if anybody could see their way clear to giving us a hand, then you, Captain, if you could let us on the boat with all our cargo, we could pay our way. We're not wealthy people, but we have a little bit of bullets.
Come on, Captain Billy, let him on.
All right. Okay. I'm gonna need some help from you help the deckhands to get some of their cargo and their stuff and get it up on the boat. Anybody strong and able to do that?
Beulah's pretty eager to help.
Mm-hmm. All right. So this is gonna be some combination of roles here. So you're gonna be like getting off the Helen May, trying to. So I guess you could either just try and so that maybe they put the boat like with the gangplank kind of towards the beach so you can get the stuff that is already dragged on, but there's quite a lot that is in the shallows. So I think as you get down, he's saying, look, we've managed to recover some of it, but quite a lot of our worldly possessions are there in the water. So if you could help us, I could pay you. I could go as high as 10 bullets.
Yeah, all right, well, let's see what we can find.
All right. So he starts wading out into the water. So I think this will be for you, maybe a face the devil. This feels like a strength.
Ooh.
Yeah. So you're doing something risky, in spite of some, potential fear or damage.
Okay.
So this is a roll. Draw stones.
Okay. So I have a 1 in stones, 1 pip in stones, which means I just draw 1 card.
Yes. Exactly. And you could potentially spend grit, right? So you could spend grit to push yourself and draw another card.
Well, this is an 8 of Vessels Rebirth.
So that's a mixed success. So you do what you intended at a cost. So you push through, but it takes a toll. That'd be, you lose a grit. You manage it, but off balance. You take a -1 to your next draw. You power through, but recklessly and expose yourself to a new danger. Or you act, but your fear shows, unnerving and dismaying those around you.
I think, was swimming a common skill back in the day? I don't think it was.
Probably not great, no.
Yeah, so...
So what kind of cost makes most sense? So you're able to bring some of the possessions to the shore.
Yeah.
But it costs you.
I think I've put on such a hard face, and then this is one of the first times that there was actually fear in my face for almost slipping and falling and getting kind of rushed into the water. So I think I let up my guard, and people were like, "Oh, is this a front?" That kind of.
Yeah. Okay. So I think you look sufficiently in peril then and scared that maybe you guys can see that Beulah looks in need of help from the boat. What do you do? Beulah's definitely not asking for help, but
no, but she is scared and not looking like the stern face that she typically has.
Maybe go under the water for a moment.
Yeah.
I turn and say, somebody give me a rope. And I think I grab Coyote's leash and throw the non-coyote end of the rope into the water towards Beulah.
All right. So I think that's probably going to be, let's see, for the accuracy on it, maybe a bows?
Cool. Draw 2, take the lower.
Yes.
I am garbage. The shaman.
Wait, that's your card.
That is
Isn't
my
that your
card.
Oh.
What?
And the 5 of those.
Okay.
Are we shuffled?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Wait,
So for a moment, you look...
you got the chalk man himself.
I did get Tiffany Egging's Chalkman dong and all.
So yeah, describe then. So it looks as if it's going to go wonderfully well, but somehow fails really badly at the last minute. And I think maybe it is that you throw this rope, and your throw is fantastic. Like it goes right to pull it, and it is only in the last moment you realize that it is the rope with the dog on the other end.
Exactly.
And I'm not a good anchor.
Yeah, and Coyote gets pulled right over the side of the boat.
What?
And I think I leap to grab Coyote because this is our.
Let's say Ghost for the rest of the party for now. Yeah.
I leap to grab Ghost because that's our payday.
That's your meal ticket,
to Gumshoe for. I think I managed to grab the rope at the last second, but I'm leaning over the edge and fall over the side of the boat.
Okay.
Oh Lord.
So you're in the water. Ghost is in the water.
Yeah.
And you're, I would say, probably in the slightly deeper part.
Yeah. I do think I can swim.
Uh-huh.
I think Ghost sinks like
now-
a rock.
But
Ghost-
now I have
Okay, the dog is
I have
underwater.
one end of the rope, and you technically have the other end of the rope.
Well, no,
No, you
Ghost
have
is on
one
the
end, and I'm.
But doesn't
Ghost is the
Pickles
other end.
Pickles is
have
just in the water.
Ghost?
Yeah. So I think what happened is Ghost was going to go in the water. I leap and save Ghost and manage to keep her from going over, but in doing so would tumble over the side. So I think
Okay, so Ghost is on the boat.
I think Ghost is in the boat, but I'm in the water with no rope around me.
Okay,
But I do think I can swim.
we think
Wait,
Pickles can
I have
swim.
a technical question.
Okay,
Why is that a failure if that was his character card?
because you
I drew 2 and took the lower because I have no
right.
pips and
Okay.
bows.
Yeah.
So even if you get your character card, it doesn't trump it all and make it better.
It does
Okay.
not, no. If anything, it is more painful.
Yeah, you really don't want to.
Bagel on?
Roll 2 and take the lower
I
end
see.
because that's really sad.
But I think maybe what we saw there was beneath, there was something about the way you threw the rope. You looked kind of heroic and handsome for a moment. Didn't look like a grizzled old prospector.
I think what happened was I grimaced as I was throwing the rope, and I have a perfect set of white teeth that glint in the sunlight.
Yes.
Wait, so what about his character card related to that outcome?
Well, that wasn't the card that was chosen.
Okay, so even if the character card shows up and you're taking one of the two,
If you have
doesn't-
no pips,
okay,
then you draw 2 and take the
I
lowest.
see that. But just because it shows up doesn't mean it impacts the action. Okay.
Not if you have no pips. If you have any other number of pips, yes, it would.
Yeah.
It would be the chosen one. But yeah, this will be a factor while you are merely babies.
Babies.
Okay, so you're in the water, kind of swimming.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think swimming.
What does Ghost
have a-
say in this situation?
Yeah, so Coyote does stand up and look around and is gonna see if there are any tree branches or stones or anything that potentially one of them could grab onto to get some leverage in the water.
I think okay, that's a good question. Maybe give me a fortune draw.
Okay.
While you're standing up, Prudence is terrified of you.
10 of bows.
10 of bows. So that's gonna be a mixed
Responsibility.
mixed success. There is quite a large tree branch. It is grabbable, but it also looks as if it's not necessarily super firmly rooted or held onto the rocks. So there is the concern that they would just float off with it.
So I could maybe let one of them know.
Maybe, yeah.
Maybe not both.
Yeah. But it's an uncertain method of salvation.
Okay. So who's in the water? Beulah, a couple dudes, and Pickles?
The guys are okay. The Von Horns, the farmer and his son, are kind of looking over in bemusement. I think Enyabula is scared, but not in immediate peril.
Yeah.
Just flubbering.
Pickles is kind of doing the backstroke.
Yeah, I think Coyote is going to pick Pickles for reasons.
I did just keep you from going overboard, despite.
That's
also
not the
putting you in
reason.
the effort of putting you overboard.
Yeah. Oh, I know it's because money, but that's not the reason Coyote is picking you. But she is going to, you hear in your mind just like any kind of voice, just random voice. Could have been anyone from the boat. It's branch at 9 o'clock.
I think the moment Pickles hears that, his hand snaps out in that direction. with immediate recognition.
Yeah, but you do see Ghost standing up on the boat, staring at you. I will say that does happen. But
Yeah, and I think everyone from the boat just sees me doing the backstroke, and then suddenly, like, I'm not looking at where I'm going at all. Just reach out and grab this branch. It looks kind of impressive if you don't know that I was told that it was there.
Yeah, so I think you can probably do a Quicksilver roll with a +1 for the assist.
Great.
Or draw, I should say.
draw.
3.
Draw arrows. +1.
Queen of Stones. The Shaman.
Oh my gosh.
And you shuffled hard.
I
He
shuffled
did.
I shuffled it twice and cut it.
All right. I mean, this is extremely impressive. So you get a full success and you get some additional bonus. Your additional bonus is that you are going to somehow be able to use your position to recover the items of the highest value that they had lost.
It's probably like a little family heirloom. I'm thinking like a little silver lockbox that has like the great grandmother's like tiny pearl bracelet or something in it.
Oh, quickly, the lookbooks. That's my grandmother's pearl brace.
Well, now this seems like quite a good trade that we might have made here. As I'm holding on to a tree branch, water rushing past me, box under one arm.
Hold on there, old birdie, old pal. I'll come get you. Sven, quickly, let's go and help the old, very, very old man. He's got the grandmother's pearls.
And I think both of my hands are busy, so I think I'm just waiting for someone to come.
And I think they wade in and grab you so that, you had that full success as well. So I think you've got the thing of the greatest value, and he kind of pulls you up, gives you a hearty embrace. He's like, oh, I've only met you today, but now I realize you were sent to us from some higher power. You rescued the most valuable thing that we had in this entire shipment. And yes, we have lost many items of great value, but these pearls are extremely precious to our family.
Indeed. Would you pray with me on this incredible occasion? Close your eyes.
Certainly. Sven, close your eyes. Yes, Papa.
I start to just go like, oh Lord, thank you so much for saving me from that terrible river so that I might recover these treasured family heirlooms. And as I'm doing that, I want to use look over there.
Yep. Perfect scenario.
Open the lockbox and get this pearl bracelet out, and then close the lockbox up again.
Look over there at God.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Look over there at the back of your eyelids.
I think you can totally do this. So this would be a arrows roll.
Arrows roll.
And
I'm going to spend a grit to get an extra draw.
That makes total sense.
8 of stones, ace of arrows, 4 of vessel,
Oh dear.
mixed success.
What was the highest?
8.
Okay, mixed
This is
success.
ace.
Yeah, I know. I thought so too.
It's nice, like
Ace is a
0.
1.
Ace is the lowest. Okay, so
Should have shuffled again.
all right.
We should get a table shuffler.
Yeah.
We should.
Wait, did this one come from my deck? Or that?
It came from that one.
Okay, so this is effectively a slip the noose. So you pull it off,
It's a quicksilver.
but it's using arrows, but it's effectively, we said it was effectively a slip the noose. It's a stealth thing you're trying to do, but you're using arrows for it instead.
Yeah.
So your mixed success element is you leave something behind.
No.
Someone or something catches a whiff of you.
I do.
Yeah.
Maybe I do.
Yeah, I think that's reasonable.
Okay, yeah, you're closest Bullet. So
Yeah.
Bullet, you see him steal it.
She doesn't say nothing yet.
Not the lawful good character.
Yeah, and I think, do you want him to know that you know? Or not?
Oh yeah, these burning eyes. Oh, she watches him.
Oh, okay. So yeah, you
Yeah.
meet eyes.
She does the eyes to eyes thing, with
Yeah.
that hand movement.
As I'm going through this prayer, like my voice breaks a little bit, and just thank you so much for your help. Okay, amen.
Amen. Oh, I just feel very, very blessed. Thank you, buddy.
Of course. Here you go. Here's that lockbox.
Oh, takes it extremely carefully, like wraps it in some fabric and places it into a crate, and then starts bringing the crates up the gangplank towards the boat. And I think the rest of this is, help is being rendered, and Bully, you get your 10 bullets, and I think a 20 bullet reward is accorded.
Rich.
Blue is 10?
Blue is 5, red is 10.
I get a red one then.
As this is all going on, I just look at Julius and I say, "Hey, how's your tennis game?"
Thing about tennis, it's always been a game that I played with a lot of competitive heart and spirit, but the true reward from tennis has been the connections and network that I made in the clubhouse. You know how it is?
I know exactly what you mean. But it does feel good to beat someone.
Oh, it does. And particularly when wearing that dapper, long white trousers and full dress shirt that is the standard uniform for tennis players of our era.
The father and son were the
Van Horns.
Van Horn.
Peter and Sven Van Horn. And yeah, they are aboard the boat. So the deckhands are helping put their gear, and
Is all their stuff on the boat yet, or is there still some containers out there?
that did you want to assist?
I did.
All right, so give us a roll for that.
Right.
So that would be, I guess. Do you want to go for just clearing up like bits and pieces that are already on the bank, or do you want to go for something that's in the river?
I was going to go for something in the river.
All right. So
Saoirse's not very strong. And by not very strong, I mean itty-bitty weakling.
So that would be
However,
okay.
she's pretty good at sharpshooting. So she got a bit of an idea from what Pickles McPicklefinger over there is trying to do.
My hands are quite wrinkled.
Maybe if I grab some actual rope
Okay.
and I tie it around the mast,
Okay.
and then I lasso one of these boxes,
Okay.
and maybe someone who's a bit stronger than me can pull a box in.
Okay. All right.
I'm gonna try to do.
Yeah, lasso away.
So I've got 2 pips and bows. Does that mean I boop boop?
I think so. Yeah, I think the lasso probably is
Here we go.
in a bows category.
And then well, so if I get a mixed success,
Well, we'll see.
but if I fail, something bad happens to me.
Yeah, something bad would happen.
Maybe I gotta spin a piece of grit.
Okay.
So I take it off.
Yeah, spend a piece of grit.
So I'm going to flip 3.
Yeah.
First one is the Knight of Arrows.
Mm-hmm.
That is a handsome little kite there, maybe. Maybe that's a play on words.
Some sort of kestrel.
Kestrel, if you will. Yeah. Second is a Knight of Arrows.
Oh, wow.
Really arrow themed. The Knight of Arrows, is that a jack, or is that just a...
Yes, Jack equivalent,
great.
but they're all face cards, so there's no discrimination.
Really? That's a face
card.
card? But it's a
A
9.
A knight and a 9.
So that's not a face
Yeah,
card.
I heard Knight of Arrows twice, but it's
No.
9 and Knight.
Yep.
The third, the 6 of Arrows. Oh, wow.
Okay.
Real
So
arrow heavy.
so you had your face card.
I got
So full success. You're able
Yay.
to lasso a crate, and then you kind of wave over to the Van Horns, and they come over and say, "Oh, thank you. That looks as if it had been floating down the river, and that has got to... Oh, I think that was all of our crockery. And we definitely need that crockery for having dinner parties and also just eating general food. So thank you very much. Sven, can you help me pull the crockery aboard? Miss, I appreciate you, and here's a 10 bullet reward for saving our crockery.
Oh, wow. That's very generous of you. Thank you so much, Mr. Van.
You're welcome. Thank you. And it feels very good to be here on the boat with all of you and most of our worldly possessions. And then I think at this point you see the captain takes him aside and he's like gesturing down at some of the, particularly the lumber, and saying, and Peter's like, well, you bring it on the boat, and I guess we'll cross the bridge when we come to it. And it is all brought aboard.
Okay.
I think that's probably where that scene will end. Any reflections on that? So the ghost is still free on the boat.
Yeah, and is really impressed by everybody's ability to make money.
Yes.
So do we have like a big meal? I assume we have like a big meal afterwards.
Yeah, there's a luncheon. There are sandwiches.
No alcohol.
What kind of sandwiches?
There are. It's primarily leftover crawdad.
I can make 2.
Yeah.
I ate 12 sandwiches.
Beulah, I think while she's on deck, she finds Prudence, who I'm assuming is just watching all of this happen. She stands there and she kind of sees Prudence looking at Ghost. Just
You said that dog was maybe rabid, and it's just roaming now.
Yeah, well, I guess we might find out soon. Huh?
Oh my gosh,
we might confirm soon.
I don't want to
Staring.
I don't want to be bitten by that dog.
Completely staring at Prudence.
Oh my gosh, I've learned so many things. Apparently, there are people who hate old women, and there are rabid dogs roaming hither and thither.
Look, life is about balance. You can't trust everybody, but you got to learn how to trust people. Got to earn your trust. That dog, you got to earn its trust, and it's got to earn your trust.
But you said it could be rabid.
Well, that's what you got to earn that trust to find out.
I'm not entirely sure what your advice is here. In one side, you're telling me stay away from that rabid dog. And the other side, you're saying go and make friends with the rabid dog.
I'm not saying make friends with anybody. I'm just saying don't be so
Trusting.
assuming.
Okay.
Yes, and so trusting, especially going to a town like Gumption.
Well, that's very good advice, but am I not trusting you to take the advice?
I guess it's up to you. This is your first lesson.
Oh my, what a paradox.
The other option is just lock yourself in your room.
There's a free cage at this point.
Oh my gosh. I'm going to get back to my room and read a book. The world is very perilous.
Beulah chuckles and then pats Ghost on the head.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Seems very confused by that. How close are we to Gumption now?
You are about a day away. So this took the best part of the traveling in today. So you're going to get there tomorrow.
Okay.
Oh wow, we've been delayed by a whole day.
Like a good half a day.
Ooh.
Yeah. And it's not super safe to navigate this river at night. So the boat tends to tie up. So yeah, you head to dinner. Everyone's there, including the Von Horns. There is some celebrating. I think probably the Von Horns break out a little hip flask of it's a fruity concoction. It's just something that we gather from the hedgerows, and then we keep it in the jar. Anybody care for a little tipple?
I knew we rescued you for a reason. Pour one for me.
Oh, by all means. We're very glad to be part of this, and it's just extremely glad to be heading up to Gumption. Are you folks settlers, or just passing through?
We've all got our reasons.
Are you like kind of a family with the dog? Like solving mysteries and that sort of thing?
Well, something like that.
Don't let their last names fool you. They're not related.
Oh, you're not related?
Well, my name is Ms. McCarthy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I'm Mr. McCarthy.
Well,
just different McCarthys, just not.
I ponder that most married couples are not related.
and who's
by laws of blood or God, biblically.
and whose adorable dog is this? Can I pat him on the head?
I would recommend against it.
Yep, Peter's
she's quite squirrely.
Peter's already
Combat
trying
squirrely.
to pat Ghost on the head.
Just-
What's the response?
I'd go under the table.
Oh,
I don't want them to get a good look at me.
it's not the very. It's awfully wriggly and weaselly.
Squirrely, I told you.
Oh, does he like snacks? Do you like snacks there?
I don't think dogs like snakes.
Oh, like certainly not the snakes, but the snacks.
They're from
Yeah.
Gumption, right?
The Von Horns.
Yeah.
They are heading to Gumption.
So they're not from Gumption.
Not from originally.
Okay.
It's not the first time they've been there. They're like, yeah, we've already pitched out the homestead for ourselves. We just needed to go back to the old place and pack it all up. We got the whole barn there. All of the lumber that we took the barn down with the help of some of our friends and relatives, and they're going to put it up again. It's a brand new start for me and Sven.
Well, you have a whole barn in Gumption, or
Well, we got the barn. It's all packed up. You helped us bring the lumber onto the boat.
wow, we have the lumber of an entire barn
Yep.
in the boat.
Lumber. Well, the beams. The flat work we'll have to acquire and mill, or I guess buy locally. But
Wow.
but the beams, they're long. It's
And you're setting up a new barn in Gumption.
at our homestead outside of Gumption.
Outside of Gumption.
Mm-hmm.
Is there a Mrs. Van Horn?
Oh, she passed
Oh, I'm so sorry.
along with the youngest. But me and Sven we're starting a new life up here. The old farmstead has some pretty sad memories, but I think it's going to be a brand new sunny day in Gumption.
Well, I wouldn't get your hopes up.
Oh, well, what's raining on your parade,
Well,
Miss?
I've just heard things about Gumption. Gumption's a big town, you know.
Oh,
Yeah.
how many houses?
Well, I don't know exactly how many.
Like more than 10?
Oh, most definitely.
Ooh,
Yeah.
that's a lot. That's a big old settlement.
Oh,
You
yeah.
don't research where you're about to set up
How
a
the heck are
homestead?
they going to be doing some research?
Well, I guess actually no. The Von Horns have already been to Gumption. So they'd be like,
They know.
They'd be like, it is a big town. It's the biggest place we would have lived, certainly, but not as big as Crescent City we came through on the way. So it's I think it's a place that fits us,
Oh.
like a boot.
About what?
A boot. You know, you bear it on your fruit.
I don't understand these people.
Yes, sometimes our accent can be a little difficult to understand.
Tell me about it. I got no idea what the heck they're talking about.
Well, Sven, stop pursuing the dog under the table. Dogs are best left alone if they're not interested in the petting.
Yeah, I'm hiding behind Mason's boots.
All right. The next day dawns, and you realize at breakfast, it wasn't immediately obvious with all of the excitement of the new Von Horns, that Julius was not at dinner, and neither was he at breakfast. And he'd been an assiduous early riser, so he had, I think, taken out the same newspaper each morning and read it, put his feet up, lit his pipe and read it, the financial pages of like a month-old Wall Street Journal, and commented to people loudly about the prices of orange juice and things like that.
Did we
Apples.
see him, did
Yeah.
we see him after the
So he was definitely there, like when the decision making was happening about the boat wreck. But after that, and I think probably for the sandwiches. But after
he
that,
there
yeah,
for
you
the rescue?
didn't see him at dinner. Yeah, the sandwiches were after the rescue.
Oh, okay.
Do I know where his room is?
Yeah, so he has one of the nicer rooms on the boat.
Well, I'm
You
gonna
guys
go-
might be at the same end of the boat.
Yeah, I'm gonna go check on him.
The door is locked.
Knock, knock, knock.
There is no answer.
Julius.
Still no answer.
Julius, you're bad at tennis.
Nothing.
I kicked that door down.
All right, let's do a let's say dust up. Probably
Show us your stones.
you're fighting the door.
Hell
I'm
yeah.
not gonna take an egret on this one. Just show us your stones. So I got a 4 of arrows.
Okay.
And a king of vessels.
Nice. So tell us what it looks like as you kick the shit out of this door.
Well, it takes 2 kicks. The first one didn't quite work, and then basically, we're in a small hallway, and I kind of use the leverage of the wall behind me to drive my foot a little bit harder, and it just splinters at the jam.
Yeah, you kick the door open, and despite it being locked, there's no one inside. You see, the bed has not been made, so the kind of blankets and pillows are in a state of disarray. There is no one inside the room.
Do I see anything suspicious?
That would be a size them up.
Alright.
Is anyone with you, or
I'm
are you
there as
investigating?
well.
All right.
I also want to try to size.
Yeah.
Try to
Well,
lead me to
why don't you take this now?
Okay, what is that? Arrows?
It is arrows. Yeah.
Okay, I'll spend a grit for 2.
Matt, did you wear your dog shirt on purpose?
No, I did not.
That's really good.
Yeah. And would you be helping in this?
Oh, yes.
Oh yeah, I could spend a grid.
Well, I think that would probably require some communication or collaboration between the parties.
Sure.
I mean, it might just be that Mason like steps up towards something interesting that draws Coyote's attention.
Could be. Okay, yeah. So you're rustling as well, basically. Rustling and hustling and... I'm looking for another word there.
You guys are on your side. I promise.
Queen of Bows, Knight
He's
of
just getting
Arrows,
your-
and
he's
the
getting
World
your
Tree.
trust.
I got your card.
That is perfect. Okay, so yeah, you definitely... And I think what you're drawn to are his cravats, ties, and patent leather shoes.
Okay.
And you say,
Maybe there's
this is
even
pretty nice stuff.
You know what? Because it was my card and I was talking about how, transitioning from a certain age, the old me would have stolen that because I deserve it more than he does, but I'm going to leave it rest.
Very mature of you. So yeah, I think you are taking out, like you're taking these out, like inventorying them and putting them on the bed sheets, and that draws your attention, Nat, and you kind of come close and are giving them a sniff, and you sniff that there is blood on the sheets. Not a lot though, and actually you notice that one of the sheets, so you're looking, you honestly don't know why humans have so many different sheets on a bed in layers like a sandwich, but you notice like there's one of them doesn't seem to be there. And I think as you're like nosing at it, you notice the same thing. There's like the top quilt, and then there's like a sheet missing on the bed. But on the sheet below, you're able, with your dog nose, to see some blood has soaked through.
I start tugging at it, like, and you can see like blood getting on my snout as I'm like tugging it and pulling it.
Yeah, and I think as you tug it and the bed comes away from the wall a little bit, there you see that there is there was a framed photograph on the wall just of like a nautical scene or something that the glass has been smashed and had been tucked behind the bed. I don't know. Okay.
We can just cut this out.
Yeah, let's keep on our momentum. We're just over 2 hours.
Okay, I think we like make eye contact, and maybe you think that's weird for a second. Yeah.
Dog, if this didn't sound so crazy, I would say you got some Brady blood in you. You're doing something special there, finding that.
So yeah, I guess that you probably can't see the blood. You definitely see the broken photograph, and you can see that the ghost is like snuffling into the sheets, and it feels weird. Yeah.
Okay, well, I tear him off.
Yeah, so there has clearly been a scuffle here. It doesn't seem as if Julius like left this cabin of his own free will.
Okay.
Yeah, so we found the signs of a scuffle, and then we found like his items left behind. Okay.
No, actually, that's the thing. The satchel that you'd seen him kind of carrying around and perusing, which had both the surveying equipment and some documentation in it, is not there.
All right, I'm gonna go talk to the woman sheriff. Beulah, something happened in this room. I'm not sure what happened. I want to ask your opinion.
So like you called me down to the room to like check it.
I came and looked for you.
But I'm like in the room with you now.
She's down here, Greta.
She's on the couch.
I tried.
She just wants dinner. Anyway, carry on.
Oh, something looks off here. Where's Julius?
Well, we don't know. There's blood on the bed and a broken picture frame.
And I haven't seen him since we rescued the Von Horns.
He was there for a little while after, but do you think one of them did it?
Well, I don't know about them, but what about those Goose and Jeremiah figures?
Now, why would they do something like that? We've been on this boat for a while, and they didn't have any sort of issue with him before.
Well, I don't know. Did you know anybody who did have issues with
The
him?
second we brought new people on board, Julius disappeared.
I suppose so. Those folks seem fine.
We shouldn't have brought him on.
I mean, I'm assuming that serving the sources in the same room as you guys. So step down.
Yeah, you probably saw us.
Down the
Yeah.
hallway.
Well, I don't know. I don't know, Bula. Have you seen anything suspicious or any off behavior from anyone on the boat at all? Anyone? I don't know. Maybe stealing something from someone else who shouldn't be doing that.
At this moment, I come around the corner and like with the handkerchiefs.
I see Pickles come around the corner. I say, well, I did see a few things, but I had my eyes on most folks for that length of time.
So you've got a window basically from the mid-afternoon of the previous day through the morning. That this could have happened.
Is there anybody, and I don't know, maybe perhaps this is a draw, but is there anybody that I can recall that was absent?
Yeah, so I think
well?
this would be like a retroactive size 'em ups, basically. So like, what did you notice over the past 12 hours?
Yeah.
Yep.
So is that, and that's arrows we said, right?
I think it's be arrows, and I think you probably spend a point of grit to invoke kind of the flashback function.
So we'll do so I'll just do one still, even though I'm doing grit.
I think so. This is the arrows. I think you can draw 2.
Okay.
Yeah.
We've got the 3 of stones. Yikes. And the Queen of stones.
Yes. You recall that you didn't sleep particularly well last night, and you woke up, which is I don't know, how do you sleep in general?
With my eyes open.
Okay, so you never sleep particularly well.
No.
But you were fully awake for like a good hour around midnight, and you had woken up from one of your typically unnerving dreams. And you thought this was maybe part of the dream, but now you think maybe it wasn't. There was a sound of a loud splash. And it was around midnight.
And we're still moored?
No, you've been moving up. But you were moored overnight, but you've been moving now for a couple of hours in the morning.
Well, thinking about it, just kind of reflecting on my night. You know, I try to, I'm used to kind of keeping guard, as I used to say with my pa. I did hear something a little odd last night. It was just about midnight, based on where the moon was shining. I heard some splashing, but I didn't think anything of it. We're in the water. There's critters out there. But this makes me think otherwise. Where were all of you last night, middle of the night?
I was sleeping like a log.
I turned my head away.
I think you probably heard me aggressively snoring all night long.
Considering I'm in the room next to you and I heard you sleeping all night, I believe you, Pickles.
I don't need to tell you where I was. I'm the one that found the body and told you about the body. If you think it was me, then we're going to have a problem.
Well, pointing something out don't mean nothing.
Well, you're all looking at me.
We sure are, Saoirse.
I mean, I was asleep in my tiny cabin.
Why does Saoirse have a tiny cabin?
It's more cost efficient.
She's just she likes to travel.
If you practice dance moves in a small space,
Yes, exactly.
it's like wearing weighted clothes.
Yeah, Saoirse likes to be unencumbered, and she's a bit greedy, and so when she stays in a small space, it makes her feel larger than life. It makes her belongings feel more bountiful.
Well, you're closer. Aren't you the closest cabin to that Goose and Jeremiah?
I guess I am.
Yeah, I think
I did hear a bit of Jeremiah, but Goose is a very quiet fellow, so.
I think you got it backwards.
Wait, what?
Other way around.
Jeremiah's quiet.
Goose honks like a goose.
That's right. Goose heard him honking all night, but Jeremiah is a quiet fellow, so no idea.
I think Goose talks in his sleep. Sure. It's like, well, we're going to get that goal, Jeremiah. Oh, and then we're going to set ourselves up a biscuit shop.
Watch out, there's vampires.
Yes, you definitely heard Goose. You didn't hear Jeremiah, though.
Didn't hear Jeremiah.
Mm.
But I had a conversation with Jeremiah yesterday, and it didn't really hear me then either, so.
And who's next to Prudence's room? Who's got their room next to her?
I think she's.
Another side of you?
Well, I thought she was down on the lower deck near the cargo hold.
Yeah, I think Prudence has one of the cheaper rooms.
Yeah. So she was more or less hanging out with the dog here.
Oh, too bad this dog couldn't talk, huh?
No, that'd be real convenient.
I shrug.
Yeah.
That dog just winked at me.
And you got the Major Arcana in that roll. So I think that the extra bonus that you get is you can follow the scent of that blood that you very faintly smell on the sheets, like through the boat. And I think that's what Ghost has been doing whilst all this chat has been happening.
So where did that dang dog end up?
Yeah. And I think you follow it up. It goes along the main deck towards the back of the boat, and then you scent a little bit on the railing, and it finishes there. But you can, again, with this mage bonus, like there's something still in the air. Like there is some smell that you additionally smelled in that room. It smells something like licorice and tobacco that is still on the boat. Yeah. And I think as you kind of following around, I don't know what was the best role for this, but it's like under what circumstances do you find the source of it is essentially the question. So is it one that is controlled or not? So I'm not sure what this would be.
Quicksilver?
Probably
You're
Quicksilver.
smart.
Yeah. So that would be an arrows draw if you want to investigate further. But
Yeah, I'm gonna think about maybe I am just trying to pinpoint the other's smell, which is more subtle, the licorice and tobacco, because I feel like a lot of things smell like that. Okay.
As everybody leaves that room to go in search of Ghost, I'm gonna snag a handkerchief on my way out.
I think in that case, that is an opportunity for a give in to scent,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, I think so.
Because I think there are plenty of people around that room who will look askance at you. So
What's your sin again?
Gluttony.
Oil? Oh, yes.
Yeah, I need to indulge in this soft fabric.
So I think in specifically there, then the upside will be that you can recharge, I think probably 2 points of grit here.
Okay.
The potential downside is that you're caught, and I think this would be what's the
A
appropriate?
look over there.
I think what would be the distraction?
Where did that dang dog get off to?
Okay.
Everybody spread out and find that dog.
Yeah. Okay.
And
I'll bite.
I'll look in this room.
I will spend a grit.
Okay.
So that I'm down 2, so that I can just.
You got to spend grit to make grit.
Yeah. King of Bows.
Yeah, no problem at all. You stock up on handkerchiefs. And yeah, someone comes in. I think someone comes in the room and you cover it just beautifully. As you're stuffing handkerchiefs into your jacket?
I think I say, that dog's not in here. And I put my hands on my hips, and there's just like a trail of handkerchiefs coming out of one hand that's hidden by the back of my leg.
Nice. Okay, so you can take back 2 points of grit.
I got a 9.
9. Okay, so you are going to be encountering the source of the smell in a... You will neither have the drop in it, nor will you be surprised. You follow it round into the cargo hold, and as you come around a corner, you see one of the deckhands, and you smell this licorice and tobacco smell coming off him in waves, and he's like rooting through a satchel that you recognize to have been the satchel of the deceased. As you look at him and kind of you can see you sniffing, he looks up and sees you at the same time. And he like looks around, and then he picks up like a I don't know, probably like a broom from nearby. He's like, you get dog, you get out of here, goddamn dog.
Yes.
Yeah, and he like puts the stuff back in the satchel and starts like moving upwards.
I'm gonna start yipping really loud.
Stop yipping.
Yip.
No, stop it.
Yip.
Oh, god damn it. So yeah, I think he's probably going to come at you with the stick.
Okay.
He's like, stop yipping.
I'm just doing my best to avoid it.
So yeah, I think that's going to be a face the devil.
Ooh.
So that's the acting in spite of fear, pain, or the unnatural. I guess it could be that, or it could be the arrows one. That would be just to try and escape the situation. Speed and smarts. Which one? So I guess if you do it with the stones, it'd be to kind of endure and like keep the alarm going.
Mm-hmm.
The arrows one would be to get out of there.
I want to get out.
Okay.
No.
So Quicksilver.
Okay.
Act with speed and smarts to get out of the situation, and probably like go and alert the others.
May I have a card? Queen of Arrows.
Perfect.
Rolling arrows,
Yeah,
baby.
he's like swinging the broom at you, swinging the broom. You're just jumping up and down, yipping.
I'm like jumping like up on a crate at his head, and then like I'm so fast that now I'm by his feet and just like yipping a tornado as I like back out.
Yeah, I like it. And I think with the Queen of Stones, maybe you are able to like seize one of the documents out of the bag and then you run off with it. He's like, damn it! Goddamn yipping dog! And he's like chasing after you, and then you come out onto the top deck, and like you're by the rest of your party who are gathered there. You've got the document in your mouth that is obviously from his pack, and the guy, he comes up with the broom and sees all of you. He's like, ooh, oh, and then he just turns tail and jumps over the side of the boat.
Oh.
Does he have the satchel with him, or did he leave that behind below deck?
He left it behind below deck. Yeah, he didn't have it with him. He jumps to the side of the boat, and you see him like swimming quite strongly towards the riverbank.
I head back down and get the satchel.
That's a bold choice.
Yeah, so you have the satchel. You have a pretty good circumstantial evidence that you know who disposed of the body.
Captain Billy, was it?
Captain Bailey.
Yeah. Was it Captain Billy?
That's right.
What was that fellow's name who done acted mighty suspicious and jumped ship?
Well, that was Jimmy. That was Jimmy Bolton. He was we picked him up in Crescent. He was a new deckhand. He seemed all right, but he kept himself to himself. He said he knew Gumption quite well. But I figured he was just doing a leg on the boat, and then he'd be back in Gumption and he'd be doing whatever he was doing before. But he worked fine.
And you're the one who hired him?
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
so that's another strike against you.
Well, that's a fair accusation, if you must. But I mean, he gave no cause for concern, and the people who do the deckhanding around here are not necessarily, people with sterling resumes like yourself. We've got to take what we can get.
Well, my ass just getting a little stronger at judging criminals. I know it can be kind of hard, but you got to be careful these days. It's getting harder out there.
Have I missed another criminal on the boat?
Well, the one that just jumped off is the one I'm referring to.
Oh, so just the one.
Well, one that I've spotted. I didn't see him the whole time I was here. So I mean, as far as etiquette goes, it's usually the quiet ones you gotta look out for.
All right. No, that's fair. I will be I'll be looking more carefully in future. But why would he throw? I mean, Julius. To be fair, he was a little on the annoying side. But why would he rough him up or kill him or throw him off the boat or whatever the heck he did?
Well, we look at the document. What does the document say?
It's
which of us can read?
It's pretty much exactly how he presented himself. That Julius was operating on behalf of, let's call it, the Great Eastern Railroad concern, and he was coming to survey the land with the intention of making a kind of large and rapid investment in building a railroad spur out to Gumption. There were instructions to buy up land cheaply, before people got wind of it. And I guess just canny business dealings. But overall, the story that he told you was more or less the case. He was a railroad man. I mean, I think he exaggerated how instrumental he was in the process. He was an agent operating on their behalf.
Yeah, and I think Ghost probably comes above decks with the full satchel in her jaws.
Oh, yeah.
Moment,
Yeah.
So we can look through everything.
Yeah. But Julius was a surveyor and railroad agent.
I've seen people. Well, I've heard stories. I haven't seen many with my own eyes. My pa has told me these stories. But there are people who will take other people's identities, and if you have the right documentation, I mean, people will let you do anything. They'll let you take the claim of land that isn't properly yours.
So, you're saying that that the deckhand was going to impersonate Julius?
I mean, I'm not saying that's not impossible.
Why? This is why I tried not to leave the boat. Things happen on land.
Oh, yeah. Well, things happen on boats too.
Oh my gosh.
I want to
I'm not safe on the boat neither.
I want to think into Mason's mind again. In your own voice, you ponder if there are already railroad interests in Gumption. Or who there might not want the land bought up.
Mm-hmm. Maybe a man who makes a lot of money on the river ferrying people to
Strike 3.
Damn. Toss him over.
Prospectors who have a claim to all of the gold in their land. Not me.
Well, what a crazy murder mystery. I guess I didn't expect to have this down the riverboat. What did you need, Jeremiah? Well, but what's that I see on the horizon? This is the town of Gumption. Oh my! Yeah. I'm looking forward to getting there and getting my gold.
Oh shit! Yeehaw!
Oh my God! It's the kind of thing I would say, but I'm pretty sure I didn't say it.
I think the dog just sneezed.
And I think as you approach, and we're not going to get there tonight. That's where we'll start next session.
Yeah.
You see Gumption coming around the bend, and a couple of things strike you from a distance. The first is that there is a kind of light, because we're in the early morning, and I think there's a fog hanging over the town, but it's a fog that is contributed to by smoke that is coming out of a chimney of a industrial-looking building, light industrial, made of wood, of what I'd say the Van Horns inform you, because they've been there before, is the sawmill. And you can smell kind of rich juniper smoke in the air. They do a lot of, that's Silas Kane, his sawmill. They do a lot of, they cut down the juniper and they make it into planks and lumber and such like. So you can see that's this kind of smoke wreathing the buildings. You can see a chapel, or this steeple of a church that is sticking out. That's the tallest building probably, and it's also up on a bit of a hill. And a bell is tolling kind of through this morning mist. What else can you see from there? And I think the rest is like the indistinguishable rows of commercial buildings. There's not a lot of residential buildings in town. It's these commercial buildings on the two main streets. But then as you do get a little bit closer, you smell horse manure. And the first building that comes into view is the stables and livery. So you can hear the kind of jostling of horses and neighing and the horse manure. So you're smelling like sagebrush and juniper and smoke and horse manure. And those are the impressions, I think, as you get as the boat kind of coasts in towards the dock at Gumption. And you see on the dock a kind of grizzled old sailor photo waving his hand. He's like, "Right there, son." And Captain Billy's like, "Right, Pa. Oh, you got a story to tell you." And that's where we'll finish.
Nice.
All right. So we have 2 questions at the end of this first session. It should be quite a lot quicker than the after party in our previous campaign. The sessions are, one is a question that each of you have to answer on your own part, and the second is
riddle.
the second is one for the whole group. The first one is a riddle. What do I have in my pockets? Okay.
Is it a good time?
It's a candy bar. It's a candy bar.
What was the most in character thing that you did this session? That's question number 1. Question number 2 is, for the group, what did you learn? What was the most interesting or useful thing that you learned about the world? So you can answer either of those.
The most in character thing for me was going after that handkerchief. I need to feel that just softness on my skin once again.
Did anyone have any failures, by the way, in that
I
session?
did.
All right, so you mark an
I went
XP for
over the
that.
edge of the boat.
True. Okay, so you mark a point for the failure, you mark an XP for the in-character action. How about the rest of you?
My in-character action would have been refusing to help those poor folk who needed it. The exact opposite of Cove.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think mine was throwing the throwing star.
Hell yeah.
Trying to save a girlie's pudding.
Save girlie's pudding.
Yeah.
You're a girl's girl. I think my most in character was just trying to steadily influence everybody while maintaining my cover.
Mm-hmm.
At least for now. That's not going to be a long-term thing, by the way.
I'd say Beulah's most in character moment was spotting Pickles stealing and basically like marking you, being like, "I've got my eye on you."
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right, and what was the most interesting or important thing you learned about the world?
I think just like the vibe of intrigue just going into Gumption.
Yeah, the presence of death.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
This is a place where things happen.
The fact that there isn't a rail system there currently, so that, people who get there, like, they get there, like, the fact that there's no rail system means that you have to want to get there, which means that might be a good place to hide.
Mm-hmm.
So it's very telling of the area.
Not easily accessed.
Yep, to get in or out. So it's like very defining of that town.
Yep.
That it's a world of good, honest folk and pickles.
Now, see, that's the thing. I
Jimmy
feel like
Buckhand.
I learned about the world that people from Gumption are dangerous.
Mm-hmm.
They
Our
sure are.
deckhand was from Gumption.
We all learned that we might have a rabid dog.
You don't know they're rabid. You can't trust that they're rabid or not until you just don't know.
Uh-huh.
Until you gain their trust.
You gain there.
And then they
Tell
bite
you guys something.
If you gain their trust
I'm rabid.
enough for it to bite you, you'll know.
Okay, so everybody gets 2 points of XP for this end of session questions.
Yay.
Where do we put our XP? In here, right? The chamber?
So we get 2 in total, or
Yeah. 2 in total
Film
plus an
that.
extra 1 if you failed at any point.
oh, I was
And
about
I
to.
failed.
Okay. I was
So
about to ask, why does Reed have more than I do? That's fine.
I think we will leave you there, dear listeners, this evening with, I think maybe our end of session pattern will be to offer a piece of useful advice in your day-to-day life in the intervening week. And I think tonight it would be, don't go pet no dogs.
No.
Yeah.
Nope.
Don't go pet no dogs.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, if you get rabies, you will have to get awful shots in your stomach if you survive.
I thought you got them in your butt.
I thought it was your stomach.
I think it's all over your butt and your stomach.
If any of our listeners have had rabies shots, let us know.
Why did you have a rabies shot?
Because there was a bat in our sleeping arrangement at one point.
Scary.
I didn't get my rabies shot, so I don't have. I might get rabies in like 20 years.
Right.
I don't know if I got
How
bit.
come my
though.
dog's is only good for 3?
That's what I want to know.
That's a rip-off.
No, so rabies can show up like way later in life.
Yeah.
Right.
Wait, what?
That's the life I like to live.
Mhm.
Right.
Yeah.
Wait, and Drew elected to get the shot and you didn't?
Yeah. Well,
You
it's,
guys wanted to like,
Play fate.
yeah.
I guess so.
How's your life insurance?
It's fine.
Covers rabies.
I get really bad migraines though.
Yeah, maybe crank up that life insurance a little bit.
That explains
Every
why
time
you
you get
bit
a
me.
Don't go petting Carissa, ladies and gentlemen.
No caressas.
And if we find you getting increasingly hydrophobic, I think that's a.
Yeah, if I start foaming, just clean my mouth up.
Are you thirsty? Have you had water today?
I'm so thirsty.
But have you had water? Have you?
So everyone hydrate
Mm-hmm.
and don't go petting no dogs and bats.
Correct. Yeah.
And we'll see you back in Gumption.
So
Good night.
So you go.
Shh.